Howdy, it's John. Today I'm going to talk about systems to drive behavior change. And a lot of this starts when we're in a particular plateau or rut and we decide that we want to break out of that rut. Well, what happens immediately, there are some forces that drive us right back down. And a couple of those forces really speak of conditioning, and attitude, and thinking that I can't, lack of confidence, or being stuck in a behavioral pattern, because I do have attitudes that drive my behavior, that produce a level of result that reinforce the previous attitudes. So how do I go about that whole system? Well, I've got to come up with some way to change this, because if I keep on thinking and acting the same way, it doesn't matter how much I force feed short-term behavior change. I can push it, but I will be doomed to go right back to where I was before. So, attitude change. I can track and measure my behavior changes, but how do I change attitude? That's a little bit different. It speaks of confidence level. It speaks of belief. How do I change that? Well, there's only two ways that I know of, and one is significant emotional event, trauma. You knew that. I personally don't know how you control it so that you end up with what you want, because you may end up with something else. Shock therapy, in my mind, is kind of a hit and miss thing. I could ride my motorcycle into a telephone pole. They may not give me the change in attitude that I want. Spaced repetition is the other one. And that's the tool that we use for the most part. And that's what we're going to talk about next time. Behavior change, attitude change, systems of change. We'll catch you next time.